Welcome back. Trailers at a local mobile home park condemned.
4029's Yuna Lee shows us why renters there may have to look for new homes. It's new on 4029 News.
The city of Lowell condemned 12 rental units. The building official tells me the units are not up to par. Several renters living there say it's because the owners are refusing to do their part.
Something's got to be done. You can only keep going forward.
Tommy Hawkins rents a mobile home at 406 McClure Avenue. He first shows us his neighbor's unit.
That's all the wood that they actually had it fall down.
Hawkins says a family with 4 kids just moved out of this rental. They had lived here in another unit until this happened.
Starting to cave in, it caved in.
Hawkins says his trailer is even worse.
I got holes in the ceiling. I got windows that leak. I got a toilet that runs. I told her about black mold, so she just goes in, cuts the black mold out in the ceiling and leaves holes there.
Hawkins says his landlord refuses to fix any of this.
There's duct tape on that one and that one because when it rains, water will go into it.
From exposed insulation to crooked, unstable stairs to duct tape on the windows, all prompting the city of Lowell to take action. Condemnation notices have been given to all these units.
There's holes in the floor, ceilings, leaky roofs, broken windows, windows that don't open and close. There's insect infestations, lighting that's wiring's exposed.
Lowell's building official Matt Bailey says a landlord has 30 days to fix the issues.
No matter what your income level is, you should get a safe, clean place to live and sleep at night.
If the landlord does not fix the issues within 30 days, the renters will be forced to move out within 3 days after that.
Ultimately, they're the ones stuck with the consequences.
We did attempt to talk to M&M Mobile Home Parks registered agent Nanette Nordsell Mika. Renters tell me they deal with her directly. Mika's sister Linda Nordsell Jones reached out to us saying she is the co-owner and is speaking on behalf of her family. She says many of these renters are behind on rent and gave us this statement, quote, "We are working with a local attorney. He is the one who served the notices to vacate the property. The mobile home residents refused to vacate the property. They also refused entry into the mobile homes. We are working with the building inspector, Matt Bailey, to fix the listed problems as of April 14th. Yuna Lee, 4029 News.
M&N's attorney, Ed McClure, says that he spoke with Lowell's city attorney and agreed to come up with a plan to correct any deficiencies in an orderly and systematic way, we're told.
Welcome back. Well, some renters in Lowell were slapped with huge water bills because of leaking pipes, and there's no relief in sight for them because their landlord, they say, is not fixing the problem.
Yeah, wait till you see this. Yesterday, we showed you why a dozen units in a trailer park that are getting condemned due to lack of maintenance by the landlord. Well, today, 4029's Yuna Lee shows you why officials say some of the past and current residents are stuck with hundreds of dollars in water bills because of an issue that the landlords are not fixing. It's new on 4029.
Imagine getting this water bill for $824 when your monthly rent is not even half that. That's what happened to a woman in a now condemned mobile home park in Lowell. We met another man in the same mobile park in a similar situation.
My last bill was $536.
For just water?
For just water.
Tommy Hawkins lives on McClure Avenue. He showed us this copy of his water bill.
It was normally around $60, and then but it has a leak in the line underground, and she won't fix it.
Who's she?
Nan, the landlord.
We reached out to Nanette Nordsell Mika, the registered agent of M&N Mobile Home Park. She did not want to comment. The renter tells me the landlord came here and tried to dig it up herself.
You can see where she's dug up behind every trailer, the lines, and try to repair them.
The attorney representing M&N Mobile Home Park sent us this statement, quote, "We are not aware of specific amounts of water bills. In the past, some of the tenants have had high water bills, and we determined there was a leak and got the leak corrected. But in all of the instances where it happened, they were tenants who were not paying rent. They are no longer on the premises or departing the premises." But the Springdale Water Utilities Executive Director, Heath Ward, says he's seen the problem of unrepaired leaky water pipes before.
The landlord does not fix the pipes on their side of the meter, and so what happens is the renter gets a high water bill, and the renter, by law, is responsible for that, or whoever's name the account is responsible for it. So at the end of the day, the landlord's off the hook.
He says the renters at the M&N Mobile Home Park owe the water utilities more than $7,000. And there are other rentals with similar issues. Ward is concerned that renters in Arkansas have no access to information like previous water bills that would alert them to problems before they sign a lease.
Typically, the landlord then turns around, gets another renter in there, and the same thing happens over and over again.
But in Arkansas, landlords are not required to divulge utility information to new renters, and that's why the Springdale Water Director is urging lawmakers to take action.
As much as I am a very limited government type person, I think at some point you have to force some people to do the right thing.
He is asking for full disclosure, and one lawmaker in particular is taking notice.
Arkansas is notorious as being the worst state in the country when it comes to protections for tenants. We're the only state in the country with no implied warranty of habitability.
Representative Greg Letting says more than a third of Arkansans rent their homes from landlords.
Most landlords are good people, but the one or two out there that are bad, they know the law is considerably in their favor, and so they exploit that to their advantage, and unfortunately a lot of times taxpayers eat the costs.
Letting tells me he tried to pass what he calls minimal standards that landlords should meet in order to be able to rent. He says they fail because there's a strong lobby group that prevents any progress. Yuna Lee, 4029 News.
Maybe they should watch this story. Representative Letting tells 4029 News he will try to get something passed again next legislative session. We'll let you know what happens there.
Wow.
Memorial Day is the eviction day for the residents at one mobile home park unless the landlord does something to fix the homes. And 4029's Yuna Lee has been following this story for you. You'll only see it on 4029.
Some residents just received a notice to vacate after the city of Lowell issued condemnation notices last month. The owners of the rental mobile homes on 406 McClure Avenue had a month to fix the issues, but now the residents will be forced out this weekend.
I'm going to be homeless with no water, no electric or anything, and I don't have nowhere to go.
Becky Goins rents one of the 12 units here. She says she's fallen on hard times.
There was a note on my door saying if they don't fix this by the 27th, I don't have a home, and I live on disability. And I've been looking, and everywhere they could, either no pets or too high that I could afford.
The city's building official says no permits of maintenance have been requested here, and if the properties are not fixed by Monday night, the renters will be forced out. The renters say the landlords have not made any attempts to fix the units. In fact, the renters tell me the landlords have tried to kick them out.
I was doing dishes, and I seen the landlords moving her stuff.
She says her landlords were here evicting another renter, Christy Davis. Davis tells 4029 News she took this video of that day.
You're that's all I've heard.
Oh.
That's all I've heard. That's called slander. No, it isn't. It's called the truth. No, it's called slander. You don't like it? It's called slander. So what?
The landlords said that we need to, it was on the 1st, they were throwing out our stuff. All the stuff on the outside. They were self-help evicting.
Davis says the landlords called police.
They called the police. The police came out and said they can't do anything about it.
The Lowell Police Department say it did respond, but no one was evicted there because there are no documents supporting an eviction order. Davis says she has already moved out because of the conditions. Davis shows us one of the children's room and points to the ceiling that's starting to cave in.
It has black mold. The bathtub is falling through the floor. We have holes in our wall.
All residents received the notice to vacate by midnight Memorial Day.
I'm happy that this place is finally getting what owed to them. But it's costing me my home.
The attorney for the owners of the M&N Mobile Home Park insists that they are working with the city. Yuna Lee, 4029 News.
Yes, in fact, the attorney for M&N Mobile Home sent us this statement. We have been working, they say, to make repairs since last we spoke. However, because of threats of violence by some of the tenants, the Lowell PD advised my clients not to return. He also says, clearly we accept responsibility for our neglect. But, as indicated above, we have worked constantly since notified and have attempted by all means available to my clients to correct the problems. That's from their attorney.